Welcome back to Right Answers Mostly, a podcast on what you didn't learn in history class, but you really wanted to. I'm Claire Donald.
And I'm Tess Bellomo.
Rammies, welcome back to Dark Hollywood Month.
Buckle up, kids.
Buckle up, kids. You guys, this episode today. I mean, I've been wanting to cover her for so long.
Truly for years.
For years.
And this is the perfect opportunity.
Anna Nicole Smith, her story puts the dark in Dark Hollywood. I will tell you that. Tess, what do you know about Anna Nicole Smith?
Honestly, I just really know that she was married to a super old man.
Yeah.
Who looked like he was on death's door.
Yeah.
You know, like not to offend. And then I know that she had the reality show that I didn't watch. It was on E.
It was on E.
I remember seeing clips, and it was definitely a show that my mom was like, this is not something you should be watching.
Well, really, it wasn't a show that anyone should have been watching, and we'll talk about it.
And that's really all I know. I can picture her on the cover of like People and Us and In Touch like so clearly, like that mole. And I know a little bit about her son.
Did you say that mole?
That mole. She
had
her
like mole.
That,
yes. Like very, very like Marilyn Monroe vibes.
Yes.
Yeah. And her son.
Yeah. And a little bit about that, but everything else, I'm like, who the hell is this woman? And why did she do this?
Well, it's such a good question, Tess. Yeah, I feel like if you were a 90s kid and early 2000s kid, you couldn't go to the grocery store without seeing Anna Nicole Smith everywhere.
She was everywhere.
Yes, because we do love to see a woman fail and crash out, don't we?
I mean, just like last week, like this kind of the theme. Well, this is the final girly that we're covering.
Yes, this is the final girly.
And then we'll get into some male issues.
Yeah, which is a whole other thing.
But yeah, we love to see the demise, and that's really sad.
It is. And this is going to be a tough episode. It's going to be a juicy episode. We do have to give a little trigger warning at the top. We will be discussing sexual assault, eating disorders, addiction, kind of everything.
Everything that could be a trigger warning in a way.
Yeah. So just know that up top. And let's get into Anna Nicole Smith, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, Tess. Anna Nicole Smith, do you want to guess her sign?
Is she Cancer?
She's not.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, like, 100% I know what you mean.
Scorpio?
No. Anna Nicole Smith is a Sagittarius.
Life of the party.
Life of the party, doesn't want the party to end. The fire sign.
Honey, it always does end, though.
And that it does, Tess. So Anna Nicole Smith was actually born Vicki Lynn Hogan on November 28th, 1967 in Houston, Texas.
You can call me Aunt
Vicky. So for the sake of our story, should I call her Vicki Lynn until we get to Anna Nicole, or keep it simple and just call her Anna Nicole?
I'd say Anna Nicole.
Okay, I agree. Because,
you announced that was her original name, but
right.
I think, yeah.
And isn't Vicki Lynn such like a Texas name?
It really is.
Yeah. So Anna Nicole Smith was born to a 16-year-old mother. Her mother's name was Virgie. Anna didn't grow up knowing her dad. Her mom, Virgie, divorced her dad after he pled guilty to statutory rape of Virgie's 10-year-old sister. Yeah. So Anna Nicole Smith never really knew her dad, never had a relationship with her dad. I also found that her dad went to jail for 6 months for that.
Just 6 months?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I really don't know how to respond right now.
Yeah, I mean, what is there to say?
Oh my God.
So Virgie, Anna Nicole Smith's mother, would go on to remarry, and she would go on to remarry 4 more times and have 2 more children. So her mom, Virgie, was a sheriff. That was her job.
This is just, wow. Every sentence you are saying, I am like, oh.
Tess, just buckle up.
I'm buckled.
She was described as kind of a tyrant. According to Anna, her mom would cuff her to the bed for days and beat her. Virgie regarded herself as a strict but devoted mother and would maintain that Anna's childhood had been happy and safe, but Anna Nicole Smith would remember otherwise. She said, quote, "You want to hear about my child life? You want to hear all the things she did to me, all the things she let my stepfather do to me or let my brother do to me or my sister, all the beatings, the whippings, and the rape? That's my mother."
Oh my God.
So then Virgie has since said that Anna has made up all of those stories for attention.
Of course.
And that she had a very normal childhood, and that when she would talk to Anna, like, why are you saying this about it? That Anna would say, well, stories sell better if I say that I had a sad childhood. Anna is no longer here to counteract that. I don't know what to say.
I don't either. I
Yeah.
really don't.
And we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Okay. So let's keep learning more about her childhood.
Okay.
So at 5 years old, Anna knew what she wanted to do with her life, and that was to become a model. And not long after that, she got a little bit more specific. She was in the living room lip syncing to Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend,
Oh, no.
the Marilyn Monroe Gentlemen's Prefer Blonde scene. And not only did she want to be a model, Anna Nicole Smith wanted to be Marilyn Monroe.
At 5?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, I guess, we all, I don't know why that seems like kind of young.
But when you're 5 and you see that like beautiful
Yeah,
blonde
you just want
woman
to be
in
like
pink.
a pretty woman
Yes.
that like gets attention. Really,
Exactly.
that's all it is.
Well, that's a great point, Tess. And Anna Nicole Smith, as a child, just craved attention. She loved attention.
Well, I'm sure with what she was going through at home.
Yes. And she was a very beautiful girl. And when she would walk in the mall with her mom said that boys and men would just follow them.
It's giving John Benet Ramsey, I'm sorry
Wow.
to say.
Yes. Like they're attention from older men for sure.
Yes.
So at some point in her childhood, she moves from Houston, Texas, and moves from living with her mom to go live with her aunt and uncle in this town called Mejia, Texas. It's a small town 2 hours west of Houston, and it is in the Bible Belt. It is country.
Are they religious?
Her family was religious. She was never religious. But that was like the vibe at that town. As a girl, she was always in the front yard practicing cheerleading. She would wave at all the boys driving by. Again, she just craved attention, and she was like a very fun girl and would make everyone laugh around her. She would always beg her little brother to let her put makeup on him, and he would fight, and she would say, well, real men let women put makeup on them.
And that's true. I stand behind that.
Clock that T, sis. So when she was a teenager, she had quite a rebellious streak. She would sneak out of the house a lot at night, and there was this 29-year-old that Anna had an infatuation with, and it seems like he had quite an infatuation with her. And so her uncle nailed her window shut from the inside so that she wouldn't sneak out without him knowing.
Yuck.
Like 15.
Was she, like, she developed early? She had, like, big breasts?
She did not, actually.
Oh, no.
She was quite flat-chested.
Okay, this came later.
Yes.
The boobies.
That was very man-made.
Okay.
She was quite flat-chested. She was a brunette. She was very striking, though, because she would go on to be 5'11".
Oh, really?
Very tall.
Oh, I guess that does make, well, it's hard to compare when she was next to someone in a wheelchair from age. But, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So she wasn't what we're picturing now, but
Okay.
I still find her to be very beautiful.
Yes.
I don't think she thought that of herself as beautiful.
Well, no one does, do they?
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of 9th grade, she gets in a fist fight with a girl in school, and then she ends up quitting high school.
Oh, good for her.
Shit happens.
The girl deserved it.
Yeah, Vicky Lynn knocked her out.
Oh, my God.
So she quits high school, and then she gets a job at this place called Jim's Crispy Fried Chicken.
Yum.
Yum. So she's a waitress there, and all these guys would come into Jim's Crispy Fried Chicken to get a look at Anna Nicole Smith, or I guess she's
damn.
Vicky Lynn Hogan at this time.
People are just, like, so horny.
So horny.
Especially before the internet,
It's also such a small town.
Yes, it's like one woman that's hot. It's like, we gotta go.
Exactly. So she's getting attention all the time. And then there was this fry cook there named Billy Smith. And one night she was like, hey, Billy, can I get a ride home? And he was like, no. And from that moment, she was like, well, I have to have him.
Oh, honey, this doesn't end well.
Yeah.
Does it?
He's like the only one who wasn't like falling over himself for
made
her.
want the forbidden fruit.
Exactly. So she was shook and she was like, okay, well, I have to have him. She chased him till she got him, and that she did. And they get married on April 4th, 1985, when he was 16 and she was 17.
And her parents were like, it's fine because we don't care about you.
Well, so she wasn't living with her mom anymore because her mom's in Houston.
Oh, okay.
And I think her aunt and uncle are like, you exhaust us.
They're like, just fine.
Yeah.
Have someone else take care of you.
Exactly. And, she thinks that like she is so in love with him, as you do at 17 years old.
Yeah.
But he was so jealous of her and quite abusive as well. She couldn't go anywhere. He would lock her in the house when he left the house and when he went to work. So she was extremely lonely. And then she thought, well, if I have a baby, I'll never be lonely again.
I feel like a lot of celebrity women feel this way. You know, like we've talked about this before. Just
Yeah.
like that's how I can complete my life, my loneliness.
Exactly. So she flushes her birth control pills down the toilet.
Oh,
And
without telling him?
yeah, I don't think that she told him. And she has her son, Daniel Wayne Smith, on January 22nd, 1986, at 18 years old.
Damn.
When Daniel was 6 months old, Anna was like, you know what? This town is too small for me. Like, I'm done. I'm done here. There's nothing left for me. I'm going to go chase my dreams. I'm going to go be a famous model and make a name for myself. So she goes to Houston. And at first, she tries to get some steady work. She gets a job at Walmart. She gets a job at Red Lobster. But she's only making about $60 a week. And she is struggling to pay the bills as a single mom.
Yeah.
Houston has so much money at this time. And it still does. All the oil money.
Oh, of course.
So all the oil fields there, with that money comes a lot of powerful men. And with a lot of money and powerful men come a lot of strip clubs.
Yeah.
There were so many strip clubs in that area. So Anna walks into the strip club called the Executive Suite. And everyone just like immediately notices her. Again, she's like quite striking. She's 5'11".
Yeah.
All the men notice her. The girls working there notice her. And everyone's like, who is that gorgeous woman? And this woman, Missy, who goes on to be a friend and a lover
Okay.
later on,
Okay.
goes up to her. And because she was like, oh, I can tell that everyone's just going to eat her alive. I'm going to
Yeah.
go take her under my wing. And Missy said that Anna was just very sweet and very naive. And that she was just shaking watching the girls up on stage. And she was like,
Aw.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do
It
that.
must be so intimidating, like before you do it.
Can you imagine?
No, truly no.
And so Anna was like, I don't know if I will be able to do that. So she does her audition, but she can't dance.
Yeah, she doesn't give me dancer.
No.
You know?
Well, Tess, her dancing was described as an emu trying to fly.
I could totally see, like, she's, like, kind of awkward and lanky, like, so beautiful, but just, like, doesn't know how to, like, be in her body.
No, but you know what she does know how to do? Get the attention of men.
Oh, well, that's really all you need at a strip club, right?
Exactly. She was like, listen, I might not be able to dance, but I can like charm a man like you've never seen before.
Totally.
And she did. Within a week or two, she was a pro.
Yeah.
So her ultimate goal was to save up money and make a home for herself and for her son, Daniel. And she's definitely making more than that $60 a week that she was making at Walmart, which like Walmart, don't be cheap.
Yeah, guys, come on. We know you have money.
Yeah, we do. However, there was something that was holding her back from making as much money as she could at a strip club.
She needed the boobies.
She needed the boobies.
There we go.
Exactly. So her next goal was to save up enough money to get a boob job.
How much was a boob job these days?
That's such a good question.
How much is a boob job now?
That's such a good question.
I truly, like, my gut tells me 10 grand. But is that so off?
I don't know. And like, it's definitely an elective surgery.
Yeah.
So
Ladies, if you've got your boobies done, let us know.
Let us know. Let us know if we're like right in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is also like the 80s, and this is the explosion of these silicone breast implants.
We talked about this in our plastic surgery episode because
Yes.
before it was...
I think now it's
Right?
not silicone.
Oh, it was silicone first, and then
Yes.
it was... And then now it's something else.
And now it's something else because silicone, so many women experience like leakage.
Yolanda Hadid.
Exactly. And
Believe me.
Anna will deal with this later. One of her silicone implants will rupture, which will tear her nipple.
I mean, it's so scary, like, because you're literally just having plastic, like, leak into your body.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's, like, really dangerous.
It really intense.
And, like, a lot of people, like, don't know why they're sick, you know?
Yes.
I'm just thinking of Yolanda.
Well, exactly. See, that's the thing. Housewives has taught us so much about life.
About life, about Munchausen's.
Well,
and about,
call
you
it
know,
out.
chronic illness.
Yep, exactly. So she's like, I got to get the boobies. And again, it's like go big or go home.
I mean, wowza.
So yeah, I sent Tess a picture of her breasts.
I stared at them for probably 8 to 10 minutes because I was just like, these don't even look like any breasts I've ever seen. Even different than most boob jobs I see.
Well, because whoever did this boob job, listen,
They should be fired.
Exactly, because like her nipples, no wonder her nipples like stretch. They're like, they look like they are fighting for their lives to stay.
Fighting for their lives, like 2 melons.
Yes, melons.
That are pretty separated. and looks so hard.
And
Like,
so hard. It almost looks like the nipples were in different places.
yeah, crazy work.
Each implant test contains 700 milliliters of fluid.
Oh my God. That should like hurt to even keep them up.
Yeah. And well, it did take multiple surgeries to create the Anna Nicole Smith that we see now. She ends up with 36 double D boobies.
From like an A.
From, yes, like from an A
Jesus.
cup.
You know, if I were to advise, I'd probably say start a little like,
Let's work our way up.
yeah, go to like a nice like C.
Yeah.
Maybe D.
No,
Maybe
not,
D.
not for her.
No.
It's from these surgeries that she turns to painkillers to manage the pain that both the surgery and the weight of the implants caused her.
I can't imagine.
Yeah. So she starts taking Valium, Xanax, Lortabs,
Oh,
Vicodin,
man.
and Klonopin.
Like when she's like 20.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's so young to start that.
Right.
And also, you shouldn't have to be, if your boob job is done well, you shouldn't be having to take 8 different pain meds for them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that she
That
had
long, you know?
anyone like telling her proper regulation. I mean, again, like this boob job looks whack.
Also, this is the 80s where they're like, how many drugs do you want in your system at once?
Yeah, just pop it. Also, I
2,
think
3?
that she probably took a little bit and was like, oh, it's easier to dance on stage now. I'm like a little bit more relaxed.
I mean, a downer is nice. Everyone be careful. Let me tell you, you know?
careful.
You really, no wonder they only give you 1 or 2 after surgery.
Exactly. So she has this boob job. She dyes her hair blonde.
Well, yeah.
She's a Texas girl.
She's a Texas girl.
It not only helps her start to make more money at the strip club, it helps her to like step into this character that she is, or caricature almost, that she's creating, Anna Nicole Smith.
It's giving Erica Jane.
Isn't it? Back to Housewives. So then it's 1991 to us.
Oh.
And she does meet a man while she's dancing. This man's wife had died. He was
Oh,
very
no.
depressed. In fact, he's also a billionaire oil tycoon. And his name was J. Howard Marshall. And he is also 86 years old.
It's so crazy. 86 is a certain type look. It's like,
They-
we've seen a lot.
They have a 60-year age difference.
60 years?
So when she was born, he was in his 60s.
It's really something else, because it's like, especially when you get into 80s territory. I'm sorry to say, that is when, you know, things are changing. You are, you know.
Oh, I think things have changed.
Things have changed.
Things have changed. So Tess, let's talk about their meeting, shall we?
Was he... Okay, no, just tell me.
Okay, so the manager of the strip club where Anna was working said that she really stood out because I had a comment on her weight to the management and make sure she worked on the daytime rather than the nighttime. Quote, we have standards.
Wait, what?
She was always, people were talking about her weight.
Oh my God, it's all coming back to me.
Oh, yeah.
Of all the ads she used to do, the commercials.
The trim spa of it all. Oh, Tess.
Okay, wow, I just like feel like I was like brought back to life with Trim Spa.
Oh, yeah.
Not sponsored.
Before there was Ozempic, there was Trim Spa, but that is further down the line.
Jesus Christ.
So people were always, even at this point, commenting about her weight. And again, like, she was 5'11". She was just a very, like, larger than life woman.
Also, like, from what I remember, like, when she was young, like, I remember looking at her and being like, she almost has, like, a Marilyn Monroe body.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
a
exactly
flat
what
stomach,
it was.
hips,
Yep.
curvy lit, like, but so thin and so hot.
That's what she was always very curvy, not in the chest area before her boob job, but just in a way of like an hourglass figure.
Right, which was like, you know, beauty standards are crazy because that used to be the
Yes.
hottest thing in like the 50s.
Exactly.
And then by the 80s, it's like you need to look like Jane Fonda.
Exactly, Tess. So the manager of the strip club was like, she's got to work the daytime shift. She can't work the nighttime shift. And J. Howard
fucked up.
Marshall was 86 years old and he was too frail to leave the house at night. So on an October afternoon in 1991, J. Howard Marshall's driver wheeled him into the strip
No,
club.
I was going to ask Claire if he was wheeled in. That was going to be my question.
He was wheeled in.
Holy shit.
Quote, I was on stage, Anna Nicole Smith said, describing their first meeting. He was in the audience and he was lonely. And I started talking to him and we just started being friends.
I bet.
He was instantly captivated with 26-year-old Anna.
Well, look, I'm sure his blood flow had not been that high for quite some time.
Might be a little dangerous for him.
I know. I'm like, do you think he was able to perform?
I guess I'll just say this. Later, she said that they did like some hand stuff, some mouth stuff.
But it's like hard for the...
Yeah. And she was also very clear, and again, we'll talk about their love later, that it wasn't a sexual love.
Right.
It was more of like a deeper soul connection. So
I'm sure it was a soul connection.
So he's captivated with Anna. She was charmed. And after talking for a while, he invited her to lunch the next day. And at lunch, which was hotel room service, Anna said that she had to return back to work for her usual shift. And J. Howard Marshall handed her an envelope with $1,000 saying, "Don't go to work, my lady love. You don't ever have to go back to work."
Romance of the ages. Sweet, really.
Like, thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd be like, more than $1,000 though. I was
Yeah.
like, come on, I have a child to feed.
Well, this is
And
their
the Booneys
first.
do not pay for themselves.
Well, this is their first date.
Oh, okay.
And it's $1,000 in 1991, so that did go further back
That's
then.
true. Okay, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. So after this, they start their relationship. He buys her cars. He bought her a home so that she could be stable.
That's nice.
At one point, he takes her to Harry Winston, and she buys $2 million worth of diamonds in the one shopping trip.
That's iconic.
Iconic.
Good for her, honestly.
Thank you. You know what? And again, you guys, he is a billionaire with the B and the 90s.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Because like now, I mean, a millionaire, you're like, sure.
Yeah, you're like, you can't afford a house.
Yeah, exactly.
In this economy?
And a billionaire now, you're like, oh yeah, you're really rich. A billionaire
In the
end,
90s?
yes.
The limit does not exist.
Exactly. But you know what? Their date nights were they were very simple and low key. They would go to Red Lobster. That was a favorite of his. And she's like, well, I did used to work here. I'm sorry. But yeah, they kept their date nights really like low key.
Good for them. They're like down to earth. They're like, we don't
Exactly.
need like fancy stuff.
Exactly. And he does ask to marry her several times. And she says no, that she's not going to marry him till she made a name for herself because she doesn't want people calling her a gold digger. And this will be the case for 3 years. 3 years he asked her to marry him.
Wow, he's almost, oh my God. So they got married when he was 90?
When he was 89.
Oh my God. And at that point, it's like, you know what it's like, I'm going to, it's just, it's an arrangement. It's an agreement.
Okay, so that is the thing. And like, again, we will be talking about their relationship further, but like, you hear this and you're like, and it is outrageous.
It's crazy.
But you go like, oh, it's so outrageous for her. But like, he knows what he's also like. They're both getting something from each other.
They both know exactly what they're doing.
Yes.
And they are receiving something that they both need or want.
Exactly.
And it's almost like would be crazier if she was 26 and he was like, or not 26. How old is she now?
She's 26.
She's 26.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know, even like 60.
Yeah.
Where you're kind of like, oh, it's a little bit, but like we know that he's going to die in a few years probably. Yeah. And like she's going to get some money and he's like, I want to look at a nice thing in front of me.
I actually think that she brought a lot of joy to him later in his life.
I'm sure she did.
And he was very adamant that he wanted to take care of her and her son.
Yeah, and that's probably the only thing that matters to her right now.
And she had never had a paternal figure.
Especially after being abused and assaulted during her childhood. This is like, I don't see anything wrong with it. Honestly, you know.
Does it affect anyone else's life?
No.
At all? Are they hurting anyone?
Would we do it? No.
Again, like, why are we looking at her and being like, oh, you're disgusting, and not like looking at his intentions and being like, oh, you're disgusting
she has
then?
Probably a very different life than she ever would have had without this opportunity. It's like an opportunity.
Yeah, and she's a single mom who's trying to take care of her son as well.
Yep.
So, but, he is, again, 86 years old, and there is only so much that he can give to her.
There's only so much time, too.
Exactly. So she does have other relationships on the side. She had many intimate and sexual relationships with men and women. At this time, she's going out with this bodybuilder guy.
Good for her.
Like, she's getting it all.
She must look back and like, these are the glory years of her life.
I know. She definitely does.
Well, yeah.
Pre-fame, she definitely does.
Yeah.
So this bodybuilder guy was like, you're so beautiful. You should pose for Playboy. And she was always like, I don't know. Because even though she worked at a strip club and she will go on to pose for Playboy, she was actually quite uncomfortable with nudity.
Yeah.
And again, I think that people see her in a sexual way, and she does present herself quite sexually. So people are like, well, you should just be comfortable with sex and being naked no matter what.
But this is literally every single person that we have covered that has done Playboy or done a nude shoot. Women just aren't usually very comfortable in their bodies.
Exactly.
And comfortable with men all around them. So like no one is like, yeah, let's go do Playboy. It's very complicated for women.
Exactly.
And you get villainized for doing it and then not for doing it.
And it's so hard too, because it's like, it is such, It's a fast track to financial security for a lot of women,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So Clay, her boyfriend, ends up sending some pictures to Playboy, and they invite her to do a test shoot. And she shows up to the Playmate test shoot, fresh face, no makeup. And Marilyn Grabowski, the photo editor for Playboy, who had been casting the magazine centerfold since 1964, said she was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen without makeup.
Wow, that's so chic that, like, I'm proud of her that she went without makeup.
Same, because they initially sent in the photos that he sent in. She had this like big Texas hair and like tons of makeup
And they were like, that's
on.
not Playboy, honey.
Exactly. And that's what Marilyn was like, whoa, what am I going to do with this? But like, sure, we'll invite her in. And then Anna shows up, no makeup on. And she was like, this we can work with.
The photo editor of Playboy was a woman? Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
Isn't that interesting?
Hopefully she was a good person.
Since
Or, like,
1964.
you know, wow.
The stories she must have.
Truly.
So-
The men she must have had to deal with.
Hugh enough
Oh my God.
would be.
Nightmare.
Exactly. So they start the test shoot, and Anna is terrified. She just keeps covering herself up with a sheet, and they were like, babe, you gotta drop the sheet. But she had brought a record with her. So they put the record on, and it's Marilyn Monroe, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
Wow.
And everything changed.
She like went into character.
Exactly.
She channeled Marilyn.
She channeled Marilyn. Anna has said in her life that she thinks that she is Marilyn Monroe's daughter, reincarnated into
honey,
her
we all
body.
think things like that sometimes, you know?
Like whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes to get by.
So she was just a completely different person. And from this, she lands the cover of Playboy in March of 1992. And she also does the centerfold. If that's his name, did I say Hugh earlier?
Hugh Hefner,
Yeah. Who cares? He
Truly.
approved the cover photo right away. And then she was eventually Playmate of the Year in 1993.
Wow.
So then, Paul Marciano, the head of Guess Jeans.
She was a guest. Oh my God, I remember her ads for Guess.
Her ads for Guess.
So hot.
They are some of the most like beautiful photos. That face card, you're just like, holy shit.
Because then she gets to like lean into her like pinup, you know.
Her
like,
Marilyn.
Her Marilyn.
Exactly.
Like more makeup, a little bit more like va-va-voom.
Exactly. So he sees the Playboy cover and he was like, who the hell is that? So at the time, you guys, like in the 90s, Guess jeans were everything.
Everything.
They were everywhere. And the Guess girl at the time was Claudia Schiffer.
Mm-hmm.
And Claudia Schiffer's contract had run out, so Guess was looking for their new Guess girl. And he wanted Anna. So he flew to Houston to meet with her. And Anna had never even heard of Guess at this time. And she wrote in her diary that she feared that Marciano would think she was fat or want to sleep with her.
Oh, honey.
I know. But
God.
despite her lack of experience, he offered her a contract and he did not on either front. But it's just like, it shows where her mind was with all these men and with the industry.
Well, I'm sure.
He offered her a contract to inherit Claudia Schiffer's role as the face of the brand.
Did they pay her well?
Yeah, I think it paid her very well. And this is where she changes her name from Vicki Lynn Hogan to Anna Nicole Smith.
Damn.
Because Paul, the head of Guess, was like, we got to get you.
Yeah, he's like, it's not going to work well. We can't really market around that, honey.
Vicki Lynn is not a Guess girl.
Wow. So who came up with Anna Nicole Smith?
So she was like, I like the name Anna. Paul was like, I like the name Nicole. And Smith was her married name from Billy.
Interesting.
Yes. So thus
Okay.
we get Anna Nicole Smith.
Thus a Star is Born.
Thus a Star is Born, Tess. And so her photos for Guess are very sexy. They're very Marilyn Monroe coded. She's this curvy bombshell. It's very retro.
Yeah.
Check out our carousel at Right Answers Mostly. We've got the pictures there. And the campaign goes everywhere. Damn. It's billboards, commercials, magazines. It is all over pop culture.
Yeah.
Allegedly, in Norway, there was a Guess billboard that was causing so many car accidents that Parliament had a debate if the billboard should be illegal to be displayed so prominently in front of motorists.
That is a legacy. That's a legacy.
Because all these men were like, holy shit.
That's amazing.
I've never seen anything so hot. So it just makes her instantly famous. 6 months earlier, she had been dancing topless at the strip club, and now she was the most famous model in the world.
She was like, I was just with my man, wheeled in at Red Lobster, and now look at me.
And
Well,
things have changed overnight.
really, anything can change, you know?
No, and you know what? She is like making money from this. She is like getting so famous, and she still is saying like, "No, I will not marry you yet."
Okay.
Yeah. So from this, she gets an invitation from the Coen brothers to audition for one of their movies. She gets cast in the Hudsucker Proxy, which is Coen brothers movie. She's in Naked Gun 3.
Oh,
So she's starting to like get some acting work. But again, she's so famous, and this is what people are already saying about her. Anna Nicole Smith, big bone guest jean model.
here we
Quote,
go.
Texas-sized model Anna Nicole Smith has proven that big can be beautiful.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's dark Hollywood. It's like truly what we talked about last week too.
Yeah.
It's just no one will shut up about your body.
Can we also be done with the phrase big boned? I'm so sick of
That's
it.
a crazy phrase.
Isn't it crazy?
There's also like, oh my God. I mean, this is like a whole nother story, but like, you know how like now people on TikTok like to like categorize, like there's like new Gen Z words for everything about parts of your body. It's like, hey, for all the girlies that have this shaped, like there's like all these words for everything. And I'm like, guys, we don't have to do that. That's really weird.
I literally just saw a TikTok of a man who was like, here's the body types that men find sexiest of women. And he went, the pear shape. And I was like, oh my God. And I was waiting for it to be a joke. And then I looked at the comments and I was like, surely people are tearing him apart. No, it's back. Like turning women's body into food.
Oh my God.
It's
like
back.
2002 all over again.
Yeah.
Guys, it's just so stupid. Like,
It's so stupid.
Don't do that.
Also, you're going to look at these guest photos and be like, your takeaway is big boned Anna Nicole Smith. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyone that doesn't look sickly is called that, which is really like what we have learned in Hollywood. It's wild.
It's really upsetting. And she will say later that she started to develop an eating disorder from her Playboy shoots, just feeling like so self-conscious about her body, and people from very early on in her career were commenting about her weight. And I think that this is something we will see later when she gains quite a bit of weight, is that we don't qualify that as an eating disorder, even though it very much is.
Totally.
And again, people don't give, like we talked about on our episode last week, people don't give women the grace of that they are mentally struggling when they have an eating disorder.
Mm-hmm. They dismiss it.
Exactly. So she was the hottest ticket for the paparazzi because she is the most famous model in the world at this point. And she is like quite animated. And like from my perspective now, it's quite clear that she is on pills or something. But the paparazzi thought that she was just this like girl next door, like Texas, bubbly.
Yeah.
But she does around this time have to be hospitalized for a drug overdose.
From prescription pills?
From prescription pills. And people were quite shocked. This was, I believe, 6 months before River Phoenix had his fatal drug overdose.
I wonder if she was adding diet pills into the pain pills.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. But one paparazzi on this documentary, which our sources are all linked in the show notes, admitted that it made them want her even more because now they knew there was actually like some more dirt on her. So they were like, oh, we have to like follow her even further, get in her face even more.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. And from this overdose, and, you know, people are like already starting to be like, oh, you're gross because you're struggling with something.
Right.
She said, you know, I'm just one little girl. I'm just one little person and I've got 50 things thrown at me. And I'm like, you know, what did I do? What did I ever do but, you know, take pills? Well, take pills and drink alcohol, but I never hurt anybody.
Yeah, it's like she's obviously struggling. Leave her alone.
Exactly. And all the while, she is keeping it quiet that she is in a relationship with J. Howard Marshall.
People don't know this.
So she's like one of the most famous people.
Like back when you could actually keep a secret as a celebrity.
Isn't that crazy? Or it's like a human?
Yeah, truly. No one's taking photos of you and posting them.
Exactly. Like we don't have social media like that. So she is like, it is this caricature of Anna Nicole Smith and no one knows that she's dating an 86-year-old man.
Oh my God.
Right. And I do think that keeping this a secret contributed to her drugs and alcohol abuse.
It's very stressful.
Yeah.
Especially if she's like, I know I'm going to marry this man. What's going to happen to me?
Yeah.
Like publicly.
Yeah. And okay, so with their relationship, she is always very clear that she was never physically attracted.
Well, how could you be? You know,
I mean, you guys,
we like the honesty.
Again, like the pictures are so shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she said, I love him so much for what he did for me and my son. I mean, I just loved him so much. I've never had a love like that before. No one had ever loved me and done things for me and respected me and didn't care what people said about me. I mean, he truly loved me and I loved him for that. He was very kind.
She's like, he's my grandpa.
She,
like,
Tess would go on to call him Papa.
Oh, no.
Wait, do you have your phone?
Yes.
Okay, because I sent you a script last week.
Yes, I have it.
Okay. And this will, I think, give us more insight into their relationship as well, because I also think that a lot of people are like, she tricked and swindled this man, but she was always very clear with him.
I have it pulled up.
Okay. And so do you want to be Anna Nicole Smith or do you want to be J. Howard Marshall?
You tell me who you see me playing.
I'll be Anna Nicole Smith.
Okay.
Let me pull up my script as well.
I'll embody any notes on his sweet man.
I think he's a really sweet man, and I think he really loved her. And you know what? I think she loved him in a different way.
In a different way. Does he have a Southern accent?
Yeah. Okay. And she kind of does too. So I am Anna Nicole Smith. Tess is 86-year-old J. Howard
I won't be
Marshall.
able to do an old man Southern accent, but I'll put my spin on it. Okay. I'll do my man voice.
Okay, so Anna Nicole Smith, he's been calling her like all day, by the way. She is waking up.
He's checking in.
Hello?
Hello, dearest.
Hello?
Where are you?
I'm in bed.
I've been trying to call you for an hour.
You have?
You love your man?
Sorry, okay, we're going to have to get through this. Yes.
Oh my God. I should have read this before to prepare.
You got this.
Your man loves his lady fair.
Quit waking me up or I'm going to knock you out when I see you.
All right, dearest one.
I love you.
Take care, precious package.
Oh, yeah.
I told you my dream last night was that I'd been on this earth to try to make life better for you when you were young.
I know, honey. Tell me tomorrow. I'll forget tonight.
All right, dearest. Take care, precious package.
I will. Good night. That's more about she talk. She was literally like, quit waking me up or I'm going to knock you out when I see you.
Precious package is something to really take in for a second.
So he called her Lady Fair a lot.
I have the ick a little.
Oh, well, I mean, listen. We can unpack this. We can know where it comes from, and we can still have feelings about it.
We can still be disgusted by that interaction, quite frankly.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just have to read that line again that he says to her, I told you that my dream last night was that I'd been put on this earth to try to make life better for you than when you were young. And I truly think he felt that and lived that with everything.
Did he have any children of his own?
He did, which we will see later.
Okay.
He had 2 sons, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this man was also like, we only have so much time and it's an Anna Nicole Smith episode, not a J. Howard Marshall episode, but he had some things like he would find a woman and just give him everything that he had.
I mean, there's trauma on both ends.
100%. And later, Anna would say, he took me out of a terrible place. He took care of me. He was my savior. It wasn't a sexual baby, oh baby, I love your body type of love. It was a deep, thank you for taking me out of this hole. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing to really say. Yeah.
Yeah. So he keeps asking to her to marry him. And it's at this point that she is starting to make a name for herself.
Okay.
And so she was like, yes, I will marry you.
I'm like, just do it already. You know,
well, she's probably like, how much time?
I mean, truly, like, you kind of got to do it within the next year or two, honey.
She's like trying to make it last.
Truly.
Or like wait till the very last second, I'm sure. So Tess, they get married in 1994 at the White Dove Wedding Chapel in Houston with 11 people attending, including her 8-year-old son, Daniel, as the ring bearer.
The wedding did not look chic for how much money he had.
Well, so that's the thing that Tess and I were looking at pictures last night, and you were like, does he have money?
Yeah, because it looks like kind of a trash wedding.
I know, but think about, their date night spot was Red Lobster.
That's
so
true.
They're a low-key couple.
That's true. They don't have the best taste, maybe.
People are always saying Anna Nicole Smith, J. Howard Marshall, low-key.
Just low-key, just chill.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, it seems like they didn't really have that many friends.
She did not have a lot of friends in her life. And, like when you're 86, 87, 89, like how many friends do you really have?
That's true.
Yeah.
It dwindles.
She had a quite a lonely life. Oh. So the theme was all white everything, with Marshall wearing a white tuxedo in his wheelchair, and Anna Nicole Smith walked down the aisle atop white roses. The wedding reception featured champagne and chocolate cake, and immediately afterwards, Anna Nicole Smith kissed J. Howard Marshall and told him, "Bye, darling. I'm off to Greece."
She went to Greece for work? Or for fun?
No, I think she was always kind of like, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Yeah, she's like, we're married now, and
yeah,
give me money for a nice Grecian vacation.
And I think he was like, she keeps me young.
Yeah, I think he's like, I like when you just do stuff like that.
I think he really did.
Impulsive little angel.
Okay, so this is when the world finds out about Anna Nicole Smith and J. Howard Marshall.
Do they sell their wedding photos to like tabloids?
I don't think
they don't need to.
No, they don't need to. I think it just gets, I don't really know. I mean, I guess because it's like a wedding, it becomes public information, and the photos do get out. And this is where she shifts from being aspirational to a public joke. Quote, "The bride wore cleavage," begins an August 1994 article in People magazine about Anna. The 89-year-old groom, speaking from his wheelchair, assured the 11 people in the attendance that he sure did adore his new 26-year-old wife. And again, this is where her public downfall really begins, because now officially she's a gold digger, and therefore she's not human, and therefore she is fair game for all of us.
Exactly, Claire. It's like, now you're not human. We can say anything we want about you.
Exactly. We can make fun of you. But again, like, no one's questioning or making fun of him.
Of course.
But it's her.
Do you think she expected that this would happen? Because like, she's like on the rise of being this huge model. Do you think she had like should I do this because it might hurt my career? Was she like, fuck it, because I'm going to get like millions of dollars?
That's such a good question, because to me, I like wish I could go back in time. I mean, again, I think that she had that kind of trauma bond thing with him.
Oh, totally.
But I would be like, let's keep going with your modeling career and get some people who really care about you, and you don't like have to depend on this man for money. But I think that's all she knew, and I think that she went in with the intent of getting so much money, and he was spending thousands and thousands of dollars on her a month. I think he allegedly ended up spending like $14 million on her in total.
See, that's the thing, though. It's like, she could have probably not gotten married to him. He would have left her something in his will as like his partner. You know what I mean? Like, did she like?
Well, let's talk about it.
Yeah, when did he go?
So Tess, again, she's a joke.
With all due respect.
WME, her agency, William Morris Endeavor, immediately drops her. Fashion campaigns start to distance themselves from her.
No.
Which is like, she kind of was in the wrong time.
Yeah.
Because
now it would be like iconic.
Exactly. People would be like, "You're such an icon, sweetie."
She'd have millions of followers on TikTok. People would be like, "Yes, girl, we love your body."
Exactly. She could have done OnlyFans if she wanted to do that.
Even if this was like 10 years later, even if this was in like the early 2000s.
Exactly. But it was not that time. And so people are like, "You're a joke, you're gross." New York Magazine does a photo shoot with her, and she believed that she was doing like a glamour style shoot, like an all-American beauty type of energy. The magazine instead chose a more casual, messy looking image. She's like eating cheese doodles out of a bag. She still looks super cute, and they put her on the cover of the magazine titled "White Trash Nation."
That's so heartbreaking. You think that you're doing... Oh, my God.
You know what? So this is New York Magazine. Similar storyline, Sex in the City.
I was just thinking of Carrie smoking.
Single and fabulous? Question mark?
Wow.
Yes.
It's totally like that.
New York Magazine, y'all are
also,
so
what
shady.
is... Are we white trash? Are we white trash? I don't know.
What is white trash?
Sonia and Ramona.
Of course. You two are both white trash, quite frankly.
Quite frankly, is the best.
Yeah, and so she's like heartbroken from this because again, she thought, and so after they get married, they're not spending much time together. She goes to mainly live in Los Angeles. He is still living in Texas. When J. Howard Marshall visited Anna in December of 1994, Anna allegedly didn't let him in her bed, telling him, quote, "Oh no, Papa, you know you don't get in the bed with me. You pee the bed."
Did he have like a caretaker too? Like when like he would come visit her, I'm sure that someone had to be there to like.
He had like bodyguards, I think.
Jesus.
The same man who wheeled him into the strip club, I think,
Wow,
would like
that was
kind of
his man.
Yeah, wheel him
Pee the
around.
bed. Oh my God.
So very soon after they get married, he gets admitted to the hospital because he has stomach cancer and he is suffering from pneumonia. And he is in very bad shape. And now his son Pierce, his son is in his 50s, by the way.
It's always tough.
He's very much in the mix. And Pierce obtains power of attorney over his father's affairs. So,
oh no.
Oh,
no. Papa's not going to protect her.
And by the way, Pierce hates Anna.
Which, look, I would also do the same thing if I were his son.
Well, who could blame him? You know what I mean?
We don't like younger stepmommy.
Exactly. Like, of course, you'd be like, this woman's coming to take all of our money.
Yes, like it's fair. It's fair from his perspective.
Of course, but you know what J. Howard Marshall says to his son?
Fuck you.
You're just jealous.
Oh my, just from his deathbed? Like, wow, this man like really has some sass to him.
He really did, which is like kind of iconic.
You're just jealous.
You're just jealous. Anna later argues that Pierce changed his dad's will to make it so that Anna wouldn't get anything after his death. Also, Anna is living in this apartment in LA that Marilyn Monroe once lived in. That
she's in it. She's in it.
That J. Howard Marshall is paying for her rent. He also bought her a ranch in Texas, and Pierce starts kicking her out of her homes. And for years now, J. Howard Marshall has been taking care of all of Anna's bills. She's spending about 6 figures per month at this point.
Oh, on what?
Anything she wants.
Well, yeah, she's shopping.
She's shopping.
She's doing her thing. She's living that LA lifestyle in the 90s.
You know, and it is, that's expensive.
Expensive little place.
It is. So now Pierce starts sending the bills to her, and he cuts her off financially.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah. Also, at one point, J. Howard Marshall had gone to an attorney to try to adopt Daniel so that Anna and Daniel would both be protected.
Yeah.
But that didn't go through. And even like there was a lawyer who was interviewed on this documentary, and they were like, we were working with him to get Anna into his will.
Oh my God. So it's like all of this for what? Like your career is now trashed.
Yeah. You're
not going to get an inheritance?
Yeah. I mean, he was very...
From Papa?
And Papa was very clear that he wanted to take care of her.
Wow.
Then Pierce makes it to where Anna can only visit him for 30 minutes at a time and never past 8 p.m., which I'm sure J. Howard Marshall wasn't even awake past 8 p.m.
I get it. That's not time to talk. No time to talkie.
And then he hires armed guards to prevent Anna from accessing J. Howard Marshall. But at one point in their visitation, she gets into bed with him naked, and she has a tape recorder. And so she takes off all of her clothes, and she tries to get him to say on tape that he wants to provide for her and her son after he dies. But he's really not speaking very well because he's like on the verge of death. So I can't get him on tape.
Oh my God, just make it. What I would do? Actually, no, I don't ever want to see something like that. So, I was like, what I would do to see it, but no, I take that back.
It's so dark. You can picture it. You can't. There's no videotape, but there is audio tape, which I will find and put on her story. Yeah,
is he literally just like?
She's like, did you miss your rosebuds? Which is what they called her boobs. And he's like, girl,
like, he should not get too excited. That could kill him.
Yeah.
At this point, she's probably like, who cares?
No, I'm sure she's like, time is a ticking.
Yeah, she's like, say yes, and then you can go.
Yeah, exactly. So she is doing whatever she can in the limited time that she has. Then Tess, J. Howard Marshall, died from pneumonia on August 4th, 1995, a year after they got married. Which, like, it could have been perfect.
It could have been perfect. She could have just lived she could have millions of dollars, lived the rest of her life just not doing much.
Millions of dollars.
Billions.
Exactly.
So she got nothing?
So they have dueling funerals, by the way. So she has her own funeral where she wears her wedding veil, and it's very kind of like over the top. Pierce is like, I want nothing to do with her at one point.
Truly, I'd be like, you know what?
I mean, I would be so pissed too.
So pissed.
At one point, Anna wanted to take the coffin back to her ranch and display it on the patio, but a funeral home employee convinced her otherwise, saying he could just picture him sliding into the swimming pool. It's all like, it's so crazy. It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
Oh my God.
And Tess, thus begins the major court battle of Anna trying to get the rights to J. Howard Marshall's estate, because she is not going to go out quietly. Which, if I were her, I'd be like,
I've been with this man for years. Like, I got to give this man a hand job.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you don't know what I go through at night.
Like, truly though, like, I had to beg him.
Yeah,
this man was dying.
And here's the thing. Pierce could have thrown her a bone.
I mean, at that point, it's like your father loved her. He's trying, so that's his dying wish. Give her a few million at least. Don't leave her with nothing.
If he gave her $100 million, that could have shut her up.
And that won't throw a dent in your inheritance.
Exactly.
Like, you're getting so much money.
Because who could blame him?
Yeah, totally. Like, look.
I would not be happy.
I would do probably anything I could.
Yeah. Well...
yeah.
That's what Pierce does. We're going to take a break here. And when we come back, we're going to talk about all about how this court battle went down.
Oh, boy.
Oh, guys, we're back. We're still just talking about J. Howard Marshall's body just slipping into the pool.
I'm going to be visualizing that all month long.
Yeah. Okay. So he didn't allegedly include Anna Nicole Smith in his will, leaving his entire estate worth about $1.6 billion. Oh
my God, she could have
to his son Pierce. What's that song? Slipping through my
fingers all the time. Oh my God, she must have really been like, where did I go wrong?
Where did I go wrong?
Always be fearful of the children.
Yeah. So Anna sued in Texas for $475 million.
She's like, I sued Texas for doing this to us. I sued Texas.
So it's half of his estate.
Oh, honey. Wow.
But she was like, listen, if you get a divorce,
that's true.
You get half.
That's true. Who else is going to use it?
And also, again, at this point, Pierce, you're still getting $475 million?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where this man, Howard K. Stern, steps in. Okay, do you not remember this at all?
Not Howard Stern.
But we'll be talking about that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Later.
He's like...
Oh, you just...
I've seen it, Claire. I've seen the clip.
Tess,
it's so disgusting.
It's disgusting. And stick around, Ramey's, we'll be talking about it. So this man, Howard K. Stern, he steps in as her lawyer. This man is like a low-level attorney who is looking for a big payday.
I can just picture like an ill-fitted suit. He's like, sorry, like has like mustard on. He's like, what are you doing today? All his like files are like all over the place.
You've got it exactly right. And this begins their non-sexual relationship, but they become like life partners, but they're very adamant that they have no like sexual relationship.
It's tales all this time. Look, if you haven't fallen slightly in love with your lawyer at least once,
Tess has been saying that.
Yeah, I had a moment at 24, but I was going through a lot.
Yeah, and so is Anna.
Right.
At this point. And so this is like, so he steps in. He has like no business handling a case like this, but
that is comical.
Yeah. And so the jury was made up of 16 jurors, 13 of which were women. So when they started out, it was very clear that most of the women were going to side with Anna Nicole, because their reasoning was that like any man foolish enough to put himself in that situation knows what he's getting into.
Yes.
You know, like he's been spending so much money on her, like whatever. So then they start to question her. And she's up on the stand crying, and Pierce's attorney was this man named Rusty Hardin. And she's crying, and he goes, "Oh, so you got new acting lessons?" And she immediately goes, "Screw you, Rusty."
Good for you.
And Rusty was like, "Oh, I don't have to prove anything. I just got to let this woman be herself. And my work here is done."
Oh my God.
Bingo. So he's like, all I got to do is just show that she is a stripper from Texas who just wanted this man's money. That was his thinking. So in his questioning, he's like, remind me which high school you graduated from. And she's like, I mean, like that's relevant at all, but she's crying and she's like, yeah, I'm a dropout, Rusty. I'm not a bookworm. I'm not a smart person. Like, he is just really pushing every single button. But then she starts giving answers that are quite outrageous. Okay. So they ask her, so how does one go about spending $5,000 a week in cash? What do you do with it? And she says, well, how do I say this? I would go to premieres like every week and I have to buy formal gowns. Gowns are like $30,000. You got to buy gowns, you got to buy shoes, hair and makeup. It's very expensive to be me. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible the things I do to have to be, or the things I have to do to be me.
It's expensive to be me. So Erica Jane stole that from her.
That was originally from Anna Nicole Smith's mouth. She said it's expensive to be me.
Dare Erica Jane claim that without giving tribute?
And the way that Anna Nicole Smith embodied Marilyn Monroe, Erica Jane has really embodied Anna Nicole Smith.
I mean, you guys know how I feel about Erica Jane. I don't trust that woman.
I think that Anna Nicole Smith or Erica Jane would be like, yes, and I love that.
Right.
So then these jurors, and especially it's in the 90s, it's these women in Texas, they're like, me no likey that answer.
Of course, no.
At all.
No.
How dare you? At one point, she's being questioned. She's like looking down at her nails like this, and they're like, do you need a nail file? And she's like, yeah, I'll take it if you got it. Like, she starts being nonchalant. Yeah. She wears a shirt at one point, and he goes, could you read what's on your shirt? And she says, spoiled.
She was wearing a shirt that said spoiled to her court appearance?
Which, again...
Howard should have been helping her with at least the that's like what a lawyer's like, this way you need to...
Yeah, no.
You need to dress this way.
Howard K. Stern is a lost cause as well. But again, if this was going on in this time period now,
I think be like a feminist movement.
Yes, and I think women will be like, just give her the money. Who cares?
Totally.
But no.
No, a different time.
No, it was a different time. And
also, people still hate gold digging women. It triggers women. It
does.
Makes men aggressive. Like, no, yeah, it's...
Which, again... Both parties know what they're getting into.
Yeah. No one's getting played.
No one's getting played. No one's getting hurt.
But people think that the woman is playing the man, and nothing makes men and women more mad than like a woman having power.
Exactly.
And the men being like bamboozled.
Exactly. And by the way, J. Howard Marshall was very, very old. He was still doing business dealings like when he met Anna. So it's not like he was also like this lunatic out of his mind.
Yeah, they can't like say that he was like senile.
No. Exactly. All of this is coming out in public as well. It's also like pretty clear that she's on stuff too. Like she's definitely still abusing substances. And she lost the court battle in September of 1997. However, she spent over a decade fighting his son for a cut of the estate. At one point, winning hundreds of millions of dollars in federal court, only for it to be taken away because the question became, can a federal court override a state probate court? This was a lot of legal stuff that I'm like a little bit confused about, but she filed for bankruptcy in California for like hundreds of millions of dollars. And California was like, yeah, that's totally fine. We'll give that to you. But then Texas was like, no. It ends up going to the Supreme Court.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It was the time.
Tess, after 15 years, multiple court battles, and even a Supreme Court shutdown, the final ruling came after her death that she wasn't entitled to a single dollar. But she was fighting that for the rest of her life.
It seems crazy to not be entitled to a single dollar. You were married to this person.
That's what I mean.
Like, yes, I don't believe that she should take everything.
Right.
I don't even know how I feel about her taking half, because like they were just together a couple years and the dynamics and everything. Right. But she was entitled to something as his wife. That's just like how it goes.
And like, if I were her, I'd be like, roll the tapes of like the phone conversations and stuff.
Like he did love me.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn.
To not get a single dollar.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. So as she grasped for the money that was slipping away from her and struggled to maintain the beauty that had been her only source of safety, the media outlets that had celebrated her seemingly serendipitous rise to fame now took just as much delight in dismantling it.
Yep.
This is a quote from Sarah Marshall from You're Wrong About podcast, our older sister.
We love you guys.
Quote, she had betrayed the public by failing to maintain the fantasy body she had become famous for, which I thought was so poignant. She had betrayed the public.
You know what it's giving?
Say it.
Jessica.
Tess, I think about her so much. Anna Nicole Smith, in a lot of ways, is Jessica Simpson in a different font.
100%, just a little irk.
Yes.
Just like 2 degrees over.
Yes.
Could have been,
two Texas blondes who were like pretty kooky, that people like that were sex symbols at one point.
Remember what, who's the original actress who played Daisy Duke said?
Linda, isn't it
yes,
something?
Linda something.
And she was also Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Blinking.
And she said, be like, remember that, like, once you're out of these shorts, people will always want to keep you in those Daisy Duke shorts for the rest of your life. And, like, it's that exact same thing. The second that you don't fit into the shorts, this mold, this image, you're trash.
The media becomes so angry when a woman gets older, when a woman gains weight, when a woman changes in any way, especially when she is a sex symbol.
Oh, get over it.
Right. So her substance abuse worsens and her drinking worsens. She does gain quite a bit of weight. And I think she was struggling with her eating disorder. Also, if you remember from our Stevie Nicks episode, she's taking Klonopin, and Klonopin really makes you gain weight.
Yeah.
It makes you very like sedative and hungry. So I'm sure she was also coping with that. So let's talk about the Howard Stern interview now. Because this will put in perspective of what the media was treating her like.
How people are viewing her. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen, I think.
I am so disgusted. Okay, here we go. So she does a 2002 interview with Howard Stern. Before she even comes out, Howard Stern and his co-host keep commenting on how fat she looked. And then Howard came up with a bet, and he bets everyone $100 to guess her weight within 5 pounds. He says, I bet 300 pounds. They even brought in a scale for her to step on, and Howard Stern said that they would need a crane to lift her up onto the scale. So she's backstage hearing all of this. And it's clear when she comes out that she has been crying. Like, it's also so sad because, like, an eyelash is, like, kind of falling off.
I feel sick.
When she sits down for the interview, she said, why are you always calling me fat all the time? And he said, the way you dress, I don't think you're aware that you're a heavy-set woman. And she says, I know I'm a big woman, so what? And she says, I don't have rolls in my stomach. And he goes, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Keeps talking over her. Tess, he then asks her to get on a scale over 50 times. Anna refuses, and then he offers her $1,000 towards her son's school tuition. And she says no. He then goes, okay, we'll give you $3,000 towards your son's school tuition and an Xbox if you get on the scale. She kept refusing, and at one point, he offers to pull his penis out for her if she will get on the scale.
Like anyone wants to see that, you little disgusting monster.
Piece of shit.
You know, he continues to work and thrive for the next, I mean, like, he's not as big now, but 15 years?
No, I mean, he's still relevant, though.
Yes.
He was like a judge on, like, America's Got Talent or something.
That man should rot in hell.
Rot in hell. The amount of times that we've brought up Howard Stern on this podcast for the disgusting shit that he has pulled.
Remember what he said to Pamela Anderson? He was asking about her sexual assault and fantasizing about it to her.
It's disgusting. He also made fun of Selena when she was shot.
Yep.
He made fun of her death.
We hate you, and I hope you're listening, and I hope you know that everyone hates you.
I hope you live in shame every day.
Literally.
It's really...
Oh, it's so... I mean, there's no words.
No, you just...
that kind of... It's not... It's inhumane.
It's inhumane. It's like you're watching abuse happen. And at one point, one of his co-hosts, there's a physical altercation because he's going, guys, stop asking her to get on the scale. And this other co-host is yelling. They get in a fight. He lunges at him because he was the only person in the room sticking up for her.
Oh my God.
It's really hard to watch. It's horrible.
It's horrible.
And again, because she was married to an older man and because she has gained weight, it's fair game.
You can say whatever to her. Like
Doesn't
a punching
matter.
bag.
Exactly. So it's also in 2002, at the height of the popularity of the Ozzy Osbourne MTV reality show, that E pitched Anna Nicole Smith a show of her own. And it was scripted to her as an unscripted sitcom. They would be given everyday scenarios and then filmed acting them out. And she asked a few people in her life their opinion on it. There's this woman that she lived in like her back house for a little bit, and she was like telling her about the show, and I was like, do you think I should do it? And the woman was like, no. She was like, they are doing this to make fun of you. Like, they are not laughing with you. They are laughing at you.
She probably needed the money.
She desperately needed the money. I also think Anna was addicted to fame.
100%.
And she was like, I'm not in the news right now at all. Howard K. Stern reveled, this lawyer guy, he's still very much in her life. He reveled in his role as her personal lawyer, manager, caretaker. He also became completely dependent on her financially. And so he thought this reality show was a great idea. And he was also going to be like a central figure on the show.
Yeah.
So he really encourages her to do it. So the debut of the Anna Nicole Smith show was at the time the most watched show in E's history. She slurred her words, she crawled on the floor, she farted, burped, dry humped. The channel offered up the tagline, quote, "It's not supposed to be funny. It just is."
Oh, man.
Oh, Tess, it could never be made today.
No.
I remember watching this when I was way too young. The theme song also is like, do you remember? It was like, Anna, Anna, na, na, na. Oh, God, that was not it. You guys all remember from that.
I don't remember the theme song, but I do remember seeing clips and being like, I feel like I shouldn't be watching this. Almost like it felt like wrong.
It was. Like, no one should have been watching it. I don't think my mom let me watch it. I think it was just like on the TV or I like, you know.
Well, it should never been made. That's disgusting to do to somebody.
Exactly. Like, it was such a national joke. And it never could be made today.
No.
Because she's clearly on drugs. That, like, there's this one point where they show her cousin from Texas trying to, like, make contact with her again. And Anna is just so zonked out on the couch and, like, eating donuts and drinking Nesquik. And, like, it's really tough. And it was excruciating for Daniel, her son. He was in high school at the time. He was also like a very prominent figure on the show. And this was shortly before he asked to be homeschooled.
Well, yeah.
Because a classmate approached him saying, "Dude, your mom is so fucked up. What is she on?" Yeah. So, of course, Daniel and Anna's relationship grows troubled. And he would take her pills and dump them down the toilet. He would like beg her to stop taking all the things she was taking. And then in 2003, so she's gained all this weight. That's what she's known for.
Yep.
She becomes the face of Trim Spa.
Trim Spa baby.
That's what she said. That
Trim
was like
Spa
the
baby.
tagline. You remember it?
Yeah, I remember it.
Yes. Okay. Well, bravo, people. God, this is a very bravo heavy
really
episode.
Is.
Fun little fact. Do you know who was in a Trim Spa commercial with Anna Nicole Smith?
Give me a hint.
It's a show that you don't quite watch anymore. He is like my toxic Bravo crush. One of them on
A VPR.
Close on the Valley.
Oh, who?
Jesse Lally from the Valley.
Really?
Modeled in a Trim Spa commercial with Anna Nicole Smith, and they had like a little bit of a relationship.
They hooked up?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? We will post it on the carousel. Don't you worry.
Wow.
Jesse Lally from the Valley.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so she loses weight from Trim Spa?
Well,
I'm like, that's not like a... What was Trim Spa? A diet drink?
Let's talk about it. So Trim Spa was, again, before there was Ozempic, there was Trim Spa. They were diet pills. The campaign positioned her as a before and after miracle, and it was framed as her big Hollywood comeback. She did not advertise her additional aids, such as the human growth hormone B12 and immunoglobulin. Something else that she injected regularly in her buttocks.
Right.
In her butt. So, yeah, sure, maybe she was taking Trim Spa, but she was doing...
That's always how it is, right? It's like before and after, and it's like, that's not just from squats, you know what I mean?
No, exactly. But it was like, oh my God, look at Anna Nicole Smith. Like, you can get your body back just like her, fast and effortless. You know, in this country, it's like, we want to make it fast, we want to make it easy,
exactly.
We want to make it quick.
How can I do it without... Yeah, it's crazy.
Without trying to work for it.
Right, truly.
Yeah, which, like, you know, I get it.
We're all there now, you know?
Exactly.
We're seeing that now.
Exactly. And at this time, like, you were not seeing that at all. So she steps back into the spotlight, and she is, like, so...
I remember being like, oh my God, she looks like kind of like she's dying now.
Yes.
And just because she was on drugs and not well...
Exactly.
It didn't look like a healthy weight loss. Like, I remember it being like, ooh, she still doesn't look good.
No, exactly. And one of the most famous moments was at the 2004 Billboard Music Awards. She shows up visibly unwell, and she's wearing a necklace that says Trim Spa Baby.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. And she is...
God, we used to be a country. You know?
We used to be a country. And she's introducing, I believe she introduces Kanye. But her bodyguard said before she went out, she was like, listen, I got to do something that they're going to remember. I got to make an impression. Like, I got to show people that I'm back. And he said that she was like pretty with it. She goes on the stage and she is like visibly unwell, slurring her words. Like,
I remember this.
yes, it's very like, and it's very like,
yes, yes. She's like flailing,
yes,
and like it's weird,
and it's weird, and people are like, that crazy bitch, like she's so kooky.
So celebrities now should just wear Ozempic necklaces.
It's only a matter of time, just that like, someone will say Ozempic baby on a necklace.
Totally.
So she, you know, it becomes, before social media, it becomes a viral pop culture moment, and people didn't know whether they should laugh or be concerned.
Probably be concerned.
So then she meets this man named Larry Burkhead at the Kentucky Derby. And Larry was working as a celebrity photographer. Anna was attending as a celebrity guest. He approaches her to take photos. And this turns into an on and off again relationship that lasted for years. And she really expressed to him that she really wanted a baby. And she told him that she thought that they would make a beautiful baby together. And within months of their meeting, Larry moved into Anna Nicole's Studio City house. Howard K. Stern also lives there. So,
oh, guys, let it go.
The atmosphere is very strange. It's like the three of them living in this house together, and it's very awkward, particularly for Daniel. Her son is also still living with her at this time.
Oh, God.
He had enrolled in Valley Community College for Business, but was missing class and doing poorly. And for the first time in their life, Anna and Daniel really start to fight. Her drug use is spiraling, and Larry and Anna start to fight constantly. One day, Anna's methadone is missing. This was a drug that she had been taking for years. And Anna loses it on Larry because Larry would try to take her pills away from her and try to get her off of them. So she loses it on him, and he's like, I promise I did not take it this time. They check the surveillance footage, and it's not Larry. Daniel stole her pills.
Damn.
So now Daniel starts developing his own substance dependency.
Oh, stole them for himself.
He stole them for himself.
Oh, God.
So Anna then becomes pregnant from Larry. And she's kind of like, I'm pregnant from Larry. I don't really want Larry in my life anymore, but I want a baby. And she had said that she wanted a baby before Daniel would leave her.
Oh, honey, you're taking so many pills. You cannot carry a child.
Well, 4 months into her pregnancy, she panics about the baby. And so she quits every pill cold turkey.
It's a little too late.
Well, this sends her straight into withdrawal. And she gets sent to Cedars because she's been taking
oh my God.
all of these pills since she was, in her early 20s.
Wow.
So the day after she left the hospital, she went to her general practitioner who re-prescribed her the medications she had just detoxed from, the methadone being a major one. So she and Larry continued arguing. She told him she wanted him out of her life. He left and later talked about her in the press, which made her furious.
Yeah, I remember that.
Anna and Daniel are in a terrible downward spiral with substances leading to their fallout, so they're not on speaking terms. Now, again, Anna wants to have full custody of her baby, so the only way for her to do this is to leave the States. This is the best way for her to have the baby and have Larry out of her life, because in the Bahamas, which is where she goes, there's a few interesting legalities, one of which being whoever signed the birth certificate as the father was the father. Which she ends up having Howard K. Stern sign the birth certificate.
Oh my God, crazy.
But I'm just like, why did you not have a baby with him?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I don't.
You guys seem to like get along.
Their relationship is so weird to me.
Very, whatever. Yeah.
No, they do. Like, they are truly like life partners.
That's so strange.
It's so weird.
Maybe he didn't want to with her.
Yeah, it's all very weird.
Yeah.
It's all very weird. So she moves to the Bahamas and she gives birth to her daughter, Danny Lynn, on September 7th, 2006.
Was baby okay?
As far as I've seen, the baby was okay. Again, it was Larry Burkhead's daughter, biologically, but she named Howard K. Stern as the father on the birth certificate. So Daniel hears that his mom has had the baby, and he flies to the Bahamas to meet his sister and spend time with his mom. They reconnect. They have their moment of like, we can try to move past this now. And the whole family falls asleep in Anna's hospital room. And the next morning, 20-year-old Daniel was dead. As far as anyone knew, he hadn't made any sound or sign of struggle during the night. Anna had simply woken up and found that he wasn't breathing.
He overdosed.
An autopsy later revealed that the death was an accidental result of the interaction of antidepressants and methadone, the same opioid his mother took.
Oh my God.
After he died, she kept saying, why didn't they take me? They should have taken me, not him.
Oh, that's so sad. It's so sad for him.
It's so sad.
Oh, like he became addicted to pills because of her, and then she has to watch him die. Like, my God.
And so she just had this baby, and within days she's grieving her son's
oh my God
death. So, of course, she then leans on drugs further to numb herself from the tremendous pain of her grief. She kept saying that she was seeing Daniel in her dreams, and so she just wanted to go be with him. So she was taking so many pills to knock her out. And the people around her, which was her bodyguard at this point, and Howard K. Stern, those were like really the only people around her, were kind of like, you need to stay alive for this baby and like fight for her. While all of this is happening, a huge paternity battle starts over Danny Lynn.
Oh my God.
Which starts...
I remember this so well from like the tabloids.
This was a huge
The paternity battle of like the century.
It was the paternity battle of the century. And it was something that like I could not understand. I feel like Anna Nicole Smith's world was always a little too old for me.
It was stuff that like we probably weren't thinking about as kids. Like, what's a paternity battle? And like,
exactly,
what's pill addiction? You know, things that like you should be shielded from as a kid.
Exactly. And it's a full media circus, Tess.
Yes, I remember.
So Larry says he's the father. Howard says he is. And then like random people start coming forward and saying that they are the father. Prince Frederick von Anhalt came forward and said he was the father.
Sweetheart, go away.
Like, it's not about you.
You have no place here.
Exactly. So they're just like randos coming out of the woodwork saying that I'm the father. And then 4 months after Daniel's death, on February 8th, 2007, at the age of 39, Anna Nicole Smith died of an accidental prescription drug overdose.
Yeah.
It was at the Hard Rock Hotel.
Oh my God, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
The paparazzi videotapes her being like wheeled out on the stretcher and her body and like taken to the hospital. Like, there is just never any privacy granted to this woman.
No.
So the medical examiner's office in Broward County determined that Anna Nicole Smith died not from a fatal dose of any single drug, but like her son, from their combined toxicity along with the infections caused by her injections. When she died, she was suffering from both a painful infection and a 105-degree fever, both caused by abscesses she had developed after injecting herself with vitamins and growth hormones, which she had hoped would help her lose weight.
It's so tragic.
And the response from the press is very much like, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, like she's trash. She did it to herself.
Well, we were done with her anyways. So we're not really going to mourn her. Yeah. And after Anna Nicole's death in 2007, a court-ordered DNA test confirms that Larry Burkhead was the biological father, and he was granted full custody of Danny Lynn and raised her largely out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
But that raged on. And again, the court battle of her inheritance from J. Howard Marshall kept going on because it was like, now will Danny Lynn inherit all of all of the fortune?
Jesus.
So that was going on.
Yeah.
And then there was a court battle with her doctor who re-prescribed her the methadone. And I believe that he was found innocent after.
God.
Yeah. And so I'll just leave you with this. Anna Nicole Smith wasn't just a punchline or a headline. She was a woman that the world projected onto, profited off of, and then discarded. And maybe the real tragedy isn't just what happened to Anna, it's how easy it was for the world to look away. And that is Anna Nicole Smith.
God, it is dark.
It's about as dark Hollywood as
Like,
you can get.
Literally, it's a wild story.
Yeah.
It's what we do to all these women. In some way, it doesn't always look like this, but it's in some way.
I know.
You can draw a parallel. Jessica Simpson, Pamela Anderson,
Marilyn Monroe,
Britney Spears. It is the tale as old as time, and it's like, when will we learn?
Yeah, and like again, it's so fair to be like, that's gross, you know.
Totally,
like,
you can have your opinions about it,
but
it is weird.
It's weird. Again, does it affect your life at all?
No.
Was she hurting anyone at all?
No.
And the heat that she got from marrying an old man versus the heat that he got versus what actual criminals do?
Totally. Nothing that she ever did affected anyone. Her body didn't affect anyone. Her weight gain didn't. Her weight loss didn't. Like, she was just hurting herself with her addiction, which is so sad.
So sad.
But why make it? I mean, like, the public made it worse. Like,
course.
always these stories, it's like fame killed her. The public killed her. Paparazzi, like, the media killed her in a way.
Exactly.
You know?
It's
like,
just devastating.
Oh, my God.
And then again, like, you look at her childhood and, like, so much of it, you're like, well, of course. Well, of course.
Yeah, like what? That's just the trajectory that happens with trauma.
Yeah.
Well, God, well done.
Thanks.
Well done. What another dark, sad story about a woman. It just makes me sad.
Well, you know, this is Dark Hollywood Month.
We're halfway through, you guys.
Yep.
It's gonna keep getting darker.
Yeah. So if you are new here, thank you for listening. You can follow us on social media platforms at Right Answers Mostly. You can subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple or wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also watch this episode on YouTube. And if you want even more of us, you can join our premium channel. The link is in the show notes. And you can get 3 bonus episodes a month. You get first access to merch, and you get added to our close friends list on Instagram, where there are all these hidden posts and stories. It's very fun.
It's so fun. Highly encourage.
Yes, and we'll be back next week with more darkness.
We'll see you guys on Monday, and we love you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.